There are 3 secret active abilities you probably are missing out on because you don't know where they are and you don't know how to get them and you don't know how to pass them to other pals. Today I want to introduce you to 3 secret hidden active abilities that are found in Palworld that you need to get right now before they disappear. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about active abilities. So as you guys know, every pal rolls with active abilities. There's about 100 plus active abilities, and in addition to these 100 active abilities, there's 20 abilities that are exclusive to certain creatures and certain pals and certain bosses that will allow you guys to do really good damage with those characters. For example, Jet Dragon, he has a special ability that you're only able to get from him. You have other bosses, of course, like Blasemoth, who also has a special ability tied to him. But guys, there are 3 that are hidden within the game and that you could only get in a certain manner. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to get them. I'm also going to teach you guys how to pass them on through to other pals. And I'm also going to teach you guys where to go and pick them up. Now, remember, guys, you want to do this right now. So drop everything that you're doing in Palworld. Get these abilities before you can't get them anywhere else. So as you guys know, there are a total of 5 bosses currently in the game. And each of these bosses draw kind of exclusive abilities. But out of these bosses, there's only 2 primary bosses that have exclusive abilities that you aren't able to get anywhere else, or any other form of way of getting them via the game loop, which is either by going to the tree and getting some fruits, or by, just passing them down. These are tied specifically to these particular bosses. Whether you're going to be able to get these abilities later on, I don't know, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it and do them right now before they remove this off the game. So as the making of this video, this still works. So what if you guys want to do is you guys are going to want to go to this particular location right here. I personally like going to this part right here where the settlement's at, because there is an NPC you're able to shoot. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the boss exploit where we're able to capture bosses. So what we want to do is we want to shoot the guard, and we want to make sure that the guard gets notified. Once the guard gets notified, we are going to go ahead and teleport to this location right here, where we're going to be fighting the Shadowbeak boss. Now, remember guys, it's extremely important that you do this correctly and effectively, because that's going to allow you to be able to get this exclusive ability. And the ability we're looking out for is one that's tied specifically to the Shadowbeak boss. And one tip I want to recommend whenever you guys go inside the base to kill the boss, try to get the adds to level 3, because this betters the odds of giving them better weapons, allowing them to shoot the boss faster, so you can get this exploit done quickly. Basically, what you want to do, guys, is when you go inside the area for the boss, is you want to make sure that the ads or the NPCs shoot the boss instead of shooting you. So what that's going to do is going to trigger the boss to go into like this status effect where he doesn't know what to do. He's going to go hide in a corner, and theoretically you could throw any sphere at him. It doesn't matter which one you throw, and this is going to allow you to capture the boss. Now, when you capture the boss, this is going to award you this secret exclusive ability called Dark Wisp that is only tied specifically to Victor and Shadowbeak. You won't be able to get this ability anywhere else. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to add this ability to other characters, and also how to add it to a Shadowbeak, an additional Shadowbeak that's not Victor. So you're going to want to make sure you guys keep watching the video. Now, the other ability we're going to go for is Lily and Lilith. Now, just like Victor and Shadowbeak, she also has a exclusive ability that you're able to use for her. And that ability is only tied to her specifically. You won't be able to get that ability from anyone else. And that specific ability is the multi-cutter. Now, the multi-cutter is the only ability that you're able to get from her that you won't be able to get from any other pal. So what we want to do is we want to do the same thing, guys. We're going to go to this settlement. We're going to shoot the NPC. We're going to have the NPC follow us and take us into the Lily fight, which is located right here. Once we're there in the Lily fight, I want to recommend the same thing as well, shooting the NPCs to get them to level 3. Once you go ahead and get them to level 3, you're going to go into the fight and just try to get them to shoot them. If the same thing that's happened to me happens to you, where the NPCs are not shooting at all, they just stay static, you're probably going to want to just shoot one NPC so they aggro on you. And once they aggro on you, they start shooting Lilith and Lily. I keep calling her Lilith. I don't know why. And they shoot Lily, and you want to go ahead, throw your sphere and captivate Lily, and now you have the other boss, which is going to give you the ability of being able to get this special hidden ability that you won't be able to get anywhere else. So now we have 2 of the main skills that we want to get. Now the third skill, this is really, really cool, but because this third skill, it's not going to be a tower boss, but it's actually going to be a pal. Now, one thing I recommend is trying to get the PAL level 20 and higher. I would probably go to the desert biomes, or you could go to the lower biomes, but that is by getting a character called Toco Taco, or I like to call him Taco, and basically he is going to have an ability called the Megaton Implode, which is a 500 damage ability that you're not able to get anywhere else. You can only get it from this particular character. Now, it's going to be extremely important that you pass this through to other characters that do a lot of damage, but this is definitely one of the best, if not the best, ability currently right now in the game. Now that you have these abilities, let's talk about how you're able to pass these down. Well, the first thing you want to do, of course, is you want to make a super OP and powerful Shadowbeak, because that's going to make it awesome. So what we want to do is we want to kind of pass down the ability of Victor and Shadowbeak, and that is passing down the Dark Wisp. So what we need to do here is we need to get the Victor and Shadowbeak that we were able to capture from the boss fight, take them to the breathing area, and put another Shadowbeak, and this is going to create multiple Shadowbeaks that are going to be able to add that Dark Wisp. Now, one thing to note, guys, you're going to need to make a couple of these because it's not guaranteed that you're going to be getting it on your first try. It took me like about 7 to 8 eggs to actually get the Dark Wisp to be transferred to the Shadowbeak. Now, of course, if you want to make it extremely powerful, right? If you want to make a really crazy one, it's going to take a couple more tries because you need to get a lot of factors. You need to transfer some good stats. You need to transfer over the active skill to make it really powerful. Well, basically, that is how you transfer. You're going to do the same thing with Lilin. You're going to combine the Lilin with the Lilin to be able to transfer that over. Now, your question, you're probably wondering, Laser, how can I actually transfer it to another character that's not Shadowbeak or that's not Lilin? How do I do that? Well, in order for you guys to do that, you're going to need to combine a Chickapee, because the Chickapee is the only character that's able to get a character. So basically what you would need to do is get a Shadowbeak, put in a Chickapee, and just wait until you get a Chickapee that has the ability transferred to her, and then start, basically start breathing until you get the character that you want. So it's a little bit longer process, but basically that's how you would transfer them over from the main boss character to other characters. Now, I would suggest you start doing this right now. At least definitely get the Dark Wisp and the one from Lilin, because these are going to be the ones that are going to probably disappear off the game. So you probably want to get these really quick. And what I would recommend is just transfer these to Chickapee. So transfer, the Victor and Shadowbeak ability to a Chickapee. Save that Chickapee. Transfer the Lily. I keep calling her Lilith. The Lily ability to a Chickapee, and save it. So if it does get removed from the game, you still have that ability in your arsenal to be able to apply to not only the current pals, but to future pals that are going to be coming into the game, and where might this ability be obsolete and no longer part of the game. So do this right now, guys. Get these secret abilities right now, and make sure you do this before it gets patched. Now, one important thing that you're definitely going to need when doing this is you're going to need a cake, because you're going to need to do a lot of babies. So if you guys haven't watched my video on how to get unlimited cakes, highly recommend you check that video out like right now. I hope you guys are enjoying our content. If you are, do me a huge favor, guys, drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.